Going back to just the fact that you have been grinding so hard for probably more than 10 years, even before, all the accolades. You even had a label deal when you were younger. Was there ever at any point someone trying to make you into an artist that you knew in your heart you weren't?
Yeah, I think indirectly that was kind of happening. I could just tell. I mean, and really the way I could tell was because in all of those meetings I would take as a kid, I mean, I probably sat with every single label at the time. And I think in all of those meetings, it was like they were looking at me, like trying to get me to give them something, like kind of market myself. And I'm kind of sitting there like, you guys are supposed to tell me like what to do. So I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know who I was as an artist, let alone as a person yet. So I think they didn't really know what to do with me at that time. And it was all meant to be that way though, because I had so much more growing to do. So all those times where they were like, no, we don't really get it, or even some of them saying, why don't we wait till you're a little older? I was just like, no, I feel like I have something here, but it took me going back to the drawing board and kind of just being alone in my room and, teaching myself how to write and getting inspired and not having all those voices around me. So it all worked out. Even though I was sad for a little bit that I was getting those no's, looking back is like, oh, that needed to happen.
What did you credit that resilience to at the time? Like, even though you were hearing no, how did you like continue to keep pushing?
I just knew I was supposed to be a singer. I mean, it sounds crazy, but it's just I couldn't see past music. Even if I remember even telling myself like, okay, even if there's no like fame involved or anything, like I know I want to do music. So it doesn't have to be me being this, huge artist and flashing lights and all that. I remember specifically telling myself that like, hey, let's shift gears, but I am going to be doing music, whether that's writing for other people, whether that's producing or songs in movies or whatever it is, musical theater even, like just the list goes on. I knew I was going to figure out a way to do it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My introduction to you was on YouTube. You were featured on a Timothy Delgado song.
Whoa.
Magnetic. That was my intro to
No
you.
one ever said that. Well, actually, no, people do say that. No, wow.
That's a throwback right
That's a
there.
really big
Right.
I love that guy.
You were super
Oh
into
my
the
gosh.
YouTube community. He was, yeah, so it was that song that introduced me to you. And now, he's
Yeah.
on Wild and Now,
Oh,
living his
he's
best life.
huge.
Huge
Yeah.
now. But when you think about the Tori Kelly that was recording all these YouTube videos, these YouTube covers that were getting, millions of views, do you ever like shudder when you look at them? Do you ever revisit them?
I don't, and not because I would shudder. I just don't think about it. I mean, I sometimes forget that there's even videos online of all that stuff. But I think of that whole era as I tell people all the time, it's almost like my college years because I didn't get to go to college. I just pursued music right after high school, and so that for me was like my little music community, and it was all these different people, Timothy included, AJ Raphael, Jeremy Passion,
Yes.
yeah, like Andrew Garcia, all these guys that I met, and it was just like music all around me. We would just go to each other's houses or wherever the hangout was and just jam for hours. And I had never been exposed to that. I was the girl in these label meetings, just kind of like trying to get it right. And for the first time, right after high school, it was like, oh, you can just have fun with music and like hang out and maybe post a video, no pressure. Like it was just so cool to have that community around me where it was just fun, and I think it restored that love for music again for me. So I'm so thankful for that whole time.